Greetings and grace. I trust you are well, you are excited, you are blessed, that you feel restored. You know, yes, I am wrapped up in this like blanket. It's like a blanket jacket, comes with like one button and it has pockets and like this like pretty cool hood. And it keeps your girl warm. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably going to be seeing more of this because I love this. My grandmother um, was like, "Hey, would you wear this?" And it was a different color, and I was like, "Different." There was different color ones, and I was like, "I want this one," pointing to this one, and I said, "Thank you." You know, I'm one of those people that have cold hands and cold feet on the regular, and so yeah, this was a good one, and you can do the fingers and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys have seen me talk about heating pads and everything and snuggles. You know, I believe in that. I really do. Um, but today we are reading on Proverbs chapter 29. We're talking about energy vampires. Do you know them? Have you met them? Have you been one? We're going to get on into it. But I pray that you are excited, that you are thinking deeply and more intentionally when it comes to how you operate, right? That's what it's about. Okay. All right. Proverbs chapter 29. Whoever remains stiff necked after many rebukes will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. Oh my gosh. Please forgive me, you guys. Okay. Hold on. Imani. You guys. I totally am tripping right now. Okay. Please forgive me, you guys. Let's make sure we are connected and focused, right? Can't be missing stuff. Okay. So, Proverbs chapter 29. Whoever remains stiff necked after many rebukes will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but a companion of prostitutes squanders his wealth. By justice, a king gives a country stability, but those who are greedy for bribes tear it down. Those who flatter their neighbors are spreading nets for their feet. Evildoers are snared by their own sin, but the righteous shout for joy and are glad. The righteous care about justice for the poor, but the wicked have no such concern. Mockers stir up a city, but the wise turn away anger. If a person goes to court with the fool rages and scoffs, and there is no peace. The bloodthirsty hate a person of integrity and seek to kill the upright. Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. If a ruler listens to lies, all his officials become wicked. The poor and the oppressor have this in common: the Lord gives sight to the eyes of both. If a king judges the poor with fairness, his throne will be established forever. A rod and a reprimand impart wisdom, but a child left undisciplined disgraces its mother. When the wicked thrive, so does sin, but the righteous will see their downfall. Discipline your children, and they will give you peace. They will bring you the delights you desire. Where there is no revelation, people cast off restraint, but blessed is the one who heeds wisdom's instruction. Servants cannot be corrected by mere words. Though they understand, they will not respond. Do you see someone who speaks in haste? There is more hope for a fool than for them. A servant pampered from youth will turn out to be insolent. An angry person stirs up conflict, and a hot-tempered person commits many sins. Pride brings a person low, but the lowly in spirit gain honor. The accomplices of thieves are their own enemies. They are put under earth and dare not testify. Fear of man will prove to be a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. Many seek an audience with the ruler, but it is from the Lord that one gets justice. The righteous detest the dishonest. The wicked detest the upright. All right. So before we get on into it, and we break it down even more, please enjoy.
Greetings. Secure your path in just 3 steps. I myself knew a piece of my purpose, but I lacked the depths of my vision. I knew that I would make an impact, but I did not feel significant because I didn't know how to achieve this and actually make money online. Now, I exercise the confidence of my purpose, execute my strategies for more impact, and I feel more fulfilled making money as a result, helping other educators do the same as me. Some have even left their 9 to 5. Specifically, this year, I want to help 1,000 people discover their purpose in depth, strategize their impact, and make money online organically with the right information and guidance straight, no chaser. Go to online.theetablueprint.com right now so that you can be confident in your purpose like me and no longer lost on your path. My name is Imani Allen and I own Priceless Faith Productions, where your impact can become omnipresent. 10x, baby!
All right. So let's get on into it. You already know what it is. It says, whoever remains stiff-necked after many rebukes will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. Let's talk about this real quick. Maybe a big part of the situation that we are experiencing when it comes to North America, for an example, a lot of us are groaning. And by this alone, it is literally telling us, the Bible is literally telling us that wicked people are in power. Because if they weren't wicked, if wickedness was not ruling, more people would be rejoicing. More people would be happier. They would just have the joy and the peace that they desire. So we're talking about energy vampires today, correct? So we're going to go into the etymology. So we're going to go to energy. The definition of energy: internal or inherent power, the power of operating, the mode of operation, y'all, whether exerted or not. Power exerted, vigorous operation, efficacy, strength or force of expression, power to effect work. I like that. Vigorous operation. Operation, act or process of operating, agency, influence, method of working, action or movements, surgical performance, the act or process of operating, something to be done, agency, process, influence, action, effect, and surgical performance. Any action done by a qualified person upon the human body with the hand or by means of an instrument with a view to heal or bring to a normal state. Jesus, some people are energy vampires and they are performing surgery even though they're unqualified and they're not bringing you to a normal state. That's a word. That is a word, okay? Vampire, an imaginary or fabled demon, said to be a person who after death returns nightly to suck the blood of the living, one who lives by preying on others, an extortioner, a species of a Saint Amour bat. So hold on one second. One who practices extortion. extortioner, one who practices extortion. Extortion, the act of extorting, the act or practice of wresting anything from a person by force, duress, menaces, authority, or by any undue exercise of power, oppressive or illegal. We just said an energy vampire, not qualified, will surgically hurt you and get you out of a normal state. Or illegal exaction, illegal compulsion to pay money or to do some other act. Oppression and extortion did extinguish the greatness of that house. Okay, Sir J. Davies. That which is extorted, a gross overcharge as $10 for that isn't. Okay, yeah. Okay, I like this one right here too. The act or practice of wrestling from, oppressive exaction. Oppressive or illegal exaction. One more. The act of demanding with, the act of demanding with authority. Extortion. You guys, when the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. When the wicked rule, when the energy vampires rule, the people are groaning. Let's check out groan. Yeah, I know, I love etymology. I really like this one. I like this one. Groan, a deep moaning sound as of distress, a sound of disapprobation. To utter a moaning sound in distress, to be afflicted, a deep mournful sound uttered in pain, anguish, or sorrow. To utter a deep moaning sound, to be oppressed or afflicted. You guys, oh my God. To be oppressed. To be oppressed. It's literally right there. The etymology of groan means to be oppressed. Look, I am grateful to be tapped in the spirit because the title of today, Energy Vampires, and we just went through energy, we went through vampire. Vampires oppress. Energy. Come on. Like when you start to really go deep, go beyond the surface, go beyond the surface and dive in, you really start to understand just how much more powerful the Bible is. Look, this is just the etymology, and this is presuming, hopefully, a hopeful presumption that this etymology, that this etymology site actually does bring in the Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. It's making me think. It's making me think a lot. Not just because it's late, but it's really making me think a lot because an energy vampire will literally oppress you because they are sucking the blood. They are sucking the very thing that gives you life, right? That brings you to life. The asset that is you, the thing that makes you breathe, your heart pump, the essence of who you are. And wicked people, whether they know it or not, because let's be real here. I'll never forget one of my many moms. I got a lot of people in my life, different father figures, different mother figures as well. And I'll never forget when she has said to me, don't forget, people can be used by Satan as well. Because if you're not being used by God, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course there's a gray area, that's, kind of like stagnance, but a lot of people, without realizing it, they can be an energy vampire. Now, there are also people who, without realizing it, can be having a traumatic response and they're trying to fill the void, but they don't know what's going on. And even if it's not a person, a thing can be an energy vampire without even realizing it because we're trying to fill that void. you guys. Energy vampires are all around us. But it's up to us to become more aware so that we can ensure that we are protecting ourselves, that we are protecting our gifts, that we are protecting our purpose. Why? Because our purpose matters. Because if we're not taking care of our purpose, we're not operating the way that we should. That's just the way it is. If we're not intentional about righteousness, about living right, about helping others, about loving people, about service, what's the point? You know, energy vampires, they are out here. And it's important that if you are operating in your purpose, that you can recognize them. It's important that you can recognize each and every single one of them, each and every single type. Sometimes we may have to actually go through those experiences, you know what I'm saying, be misled or experience something that's hurtful in a way to understand and no longer be naive, living out your life, right? Going through your purpose, going through the path. Sometimes we need that. But guess what? There is this wonderful aspect called discernment. And that discernment is when you allow the Holy Spirit to really guide you. When you listen to your gut feelings, when you're in prayer about things, right? About actions, about choices, about everything, every aspect of what it is that you're doing, of who you are, right? You can be more intentional, and you can also avoid energy vampires. You don't have to really know everything. But the reality is, most of the time when it comes to the things of God, if God says no, that's what it is. You don't got to find out why. You know what I'm saying? Finding out why is how you get hurt. and I'm saying that not just from experience, but like time. So much time can be wasted giving the wrong situation, the wrong person, the wrong anything. And it delays your purpose. I just want to encourage you guys, because as someone who has allowed those things, foolishly, I might add, foolishly, time that I cannot get back is gone. It's gone. You know, and it's like, dang, I allowed these things, or I wasn't strong enough to be like, you know what? No, I'm not going to go down this road. Things like that, right? Those principles, those values, those standards of living can actually save you. It can save you time. It can save your heart. It can save your purpose, in the sense of it no longer being delayed, or it not being as hard as it currently is. You know what I'm saying? And so I just really want to encourage you guys. I want to encourage you guys because I understand. I've been there, you know, and energy vampires can really be draining. When love, when God, right? The attributes of love, those things are not draining. Those things are empowering. Those things fill you up. Excuse me. Those things replenish you, revive you, restore you. And that happens consistently, especially when it's received, you know? And the opposite of that, it is clear. It should be restorative. It should be restorative. Matter of fact, let's look up the word restore real quick. To repair, to replace, to return, to bring back to its former state, to revive, to cure, to replace, to give, or bring back that which has been lost or unjustly taken away, to bring back to its former state, to rebuild, to renew, restore. I love this part. To give or bring back that which has been lost or unjustly taken away. When the righteous people thrive, when the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. A man who loves wisdom. Yeah, okay, wait, we're going to scroll down. Number 4, by justice, a king gives a country stability. But those who are greedy for bribes tear it down. Wicked, just. By justice, a king gives a country stability. And you thrive when you have that stability. You tend to be more joyful. You tend to be more at peace. You know, honestly, we could end it right there, because it's so clear. It's right there, right in front of our faces. Exactly who God is, exactly what a righteous person does, who their characteristics are, what they bring to the table. What is it that you feel after interacting with them? You know what I'm saying? And then understand that some people can intentionally, literally be energy vampires. Because look at this. Evildoers are snared by their own sin. The wicked don't have concern about the poor. Mockers stir up a city. The fool rages and scoffs, and there is no peace. The bloodthirsty hate a person of integrity, and they seek to kill the upright. Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. If a ruler listens to lies, all his officials become wicked. The poor and the oppressor have this in common. The Lord gives sight to the eyes of both. Like, just over and over, over and over. When the wicked thrives, so does sin. Where there's no revelation, people cast off restraint. I mean, you guys, it literally, Proverbs 29 tells us exactly what not to do, what not to allow, and how not to live. It also tells you how to live, but I'm just saying, look at that. The accomplices of thieves are their own enemies. They are put under oath and dare not testify. I mean, seriously, fear of man will prove to be a snare. Fear is an energy vampire. The accomplices of thieves are their own enemies. I mean, the righteous detest the dishonest. The wicked detest the upright. If people don't like you because, you know what I'm saying, you're lovingly truthful, or maybe you show a form of tough love, whether it's compassion or not, but if people don't like you as a result of that consistently, maybe that says something about them. You know what I'm saying? Be careful of energy vampires. Be careful of energy, because they will just drain you and drain you and drain you and drain you. You know what I'm saying? It be roaches. You know what I'm saying? Energy roaches. Energy vampires are roaches. You know, so you got to be careful. You got to be careful. But thank you for, you know, saying, tuning in. You are appreciated. Excuse me, let me look right at the camera. You are appreciated. You are valued. You are worthy. I thank you for tuning in. And I would love to know your thoughts on what we spoke about today. I would love to know. All right. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys soon.